Being on disability benefits or any form of government aid really sucks. I turned this, a credit card debt of £3,000 into a 7-figure annual turnover. In this video, I'm actually going to show you how you too can actually make some money online. And when I say making money online, I'm talking about making money starting from today. Roll on the intro. Hello everybody, I've just done a video on disability discrimination. Initially I said I'm just going to be doing one video a week, but I just couldn't leave it as in rant about and talk about disability discrimination and as to how it affects disabled people without offering a solution. So if you are disabled, not only if you are disabled, but if you're looking for an extra income, or it could be that you just want to quit your day job, you want to become an online entrepreneur like me, here are some of the things that you might want to consider. So last week, after doing my video on disability discrimination, I mentioned to a friend of mine who's actually disabled, who's been on disability benefits for quite a while, and he said, oh, it's great what you're doing, but as a disabled person, what could I do to escape the benefits trap? You know, what could I do to actually start making a living and become financially independent? So the first thing I would do, or I'd actually probably recommend you doing, if you want, it's your choice at the end of the day, is learn basic graphic design. I'm not saying learn Photoshop or any of the Adobe suite of tools. I'm talking about Canva. If you haven't heard about Canva, it's canva.com. There's a link below. Also below, I've also put a link to some tutorials as well. Right, the reason I mention Canva is it's online. You don't need to download it, and the learning curve is quite low. It's so easy to use. It's intuitive, and within a few hours you could be banging out some really good graphics that you can then actually sell to people, or sorry, actually offer as a service to other people. Now, the key with Canva is, as I said, is that you do need to spend a few hours actually mastering it, but even a 10-year-old could actually master Canva after a few hours. Now, what you could then do is you could then head over to a website called Fiverr.com. Again, there's a link below that you can follow that link. And if you look under graphic design, you'll see a whole raft of services. A good example is YouTube cover art. I didn't do my YouTube cover art myself. I didn't have the time, my staff are all busy, so I just went to someone on Fiverr and I paid them £20 to do it. Also on Canva, you'll also find as well that there's lots of gigs, they're called gigs by the way, there's lots of gigs offering to produce thumbnails for your YouTube channel. This one I actually did myself because I just wanted to experiment to see what it would look like. But in the future, I'll be heading over to Canva and get someone to do it just for £5. So I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, it's only £5. It's below the minimum wage in the UK. But this video is not just for about people in the UK. This video is for everyone, anywhere in the world who's actually looking to supplement their income. Additionally, when you think about it, is that okay, it may be £5 that you're just getting for your initial video, and if that video took you an hour, but as you speed up and you become more proficient, you could be doing 5 YouTube YouTube thumbnails in an hour. That's £25. Or you might be able to be doing brochures for people. You could be charging £100 for a brochure. You could be doing logos, £100 to £200, or if you wanted to do it really cheap, 30 or 40 pounds. That could possibly take an hour. So there's a whole raft of services that you can be offering on there. You could be doing Facebook covers, you could be doing banners for websites, you could do flyers, and all these. And again, this is the beauty of Canva. You know, I'm just so much in love with Canva. Is Canva has actually got templates, and it's ironic because you go onto Fiverr, and most of the people that are actually offering these services, they're not graphic designers. They're going to Canva, they're choosing a template, and within 5 minutes, they're putting the design together, or actually just making some changes, and then giving it to you. You know, this is a very clever and smart way to work, and it's, to a certain extent, it's effortless because Canva does most of the work for you. So as I said, you know, check out the link below. Register, get yourself on Canva, spend a bit of time learning how it works, and also get yourself onto Fiverr as well. There's lots of other services on Fiverr, which again, I'll possibly actually go through those in a different video and actually just show you some tips and techniques as to how you can actually learn some of those other services as well, in terms of things you can do then to generate additional income. Another website that I use quite a lot is called People Per Hour. There's a link below for that as well. And what I like about People Per Hour is essentially there's a lot of freelancers on there, and with different skill levels. And one service that you may want to consider is copywriting, because there's a big demand at the moment for really good copy. So when I'm talking about copywriting, I'm not saying that you need to be an expert. You just need to be proficient enough to write some decent copy. And even if your grammar isn't great, there's a tool called Grammarly. I'm going to put a link to Grammarly below as well, which basically, no matter how bad your grammar is, Grammarly will correct it for you in real time. So next thing you know, you're producing professional copy. So not just copywriting. If you're good at proofreading, then you can offer your service as a proofreader on People Per Hour. People charge you anything between £10 to £200 just to do proofreading. Another one that that you may want to consider is doing CVs. You could be, if you used to be in HR, or if you're very good at doing CVs, it's called resumes in America. You could be providing CVs. Also, you could be doing video scripts. You could be doing sales copy, website copy. There's also translations as well. Translations is absolutely massive at the moment. Let's say, for instance, I wanted to translate this video. It's not, into a different language. I'd have to go on to possibly Fiverr or onto People Per Hour and get someone to do it. Also, if I wanted to transcribe this video is probably going to be about 10 minutes. But then for me to transcribe it properly, it's probably going to take me half an hour. I'd rather pay someone to do it. And it's not just me. Other entrepreneurs or other people that are busy, they go over to Fiverr, they go over to People Per Hour just to save time. And it's a very smart way to work. And you could be earning income from that. Another one to consider is social media. If you're watching this, you're most likely on social media. I bet you've got an Instagram account, I bet you've got a Facebook account, you've probably got a LinkedIn account as well. You've probably got Pinterest and every other one that's actually out there. But what you probably don't realise is that there's lots of business people, self-employed people, who haven't got the time to actually set up their social media accounts. They haven't got the time to constantly engage or to build their audience. This is a service that you could offer. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be doing the advanced stuff like Facebook ads and doing Facebook video covers, but again, they're quite easy to do if you know how. You could be offering a very basic service on People Per Hour or on Fiverr to entrepreneurs just like myself who just haven't got the time. Another option to think about as well is think about being a virtual assistant. You do not need a lot of skills to be a virtual assistant. If you're very organized, if you're reliable, and if you're dedicated, it's very easy to become a virtual assistant. I've used virtual assistants, for many years. I've actually got one now. A virtual assistant was basically saves me time. They would check my email. They would actually do market research for me. They would help arrange my calendar. There's a whole raft of services that a virtual assistant does, and you don't need a high level of skills to actually do it. There's another option, is you could think about becoming an online business manager. It's almost very similar to being a virtual assistant, but it's kind of marked like it's built a much more of a level up in terms of you'd be possibly doing a bit of email marketing. I know it crosses over into marketing, but it could be that you could be compiling email lists. You could be helping them with operations. It's a completely different field. I will probably do a whole video just on being an online business manager. But again, it just kind of just gives you some ideas in terms of some thoughts of of what you can do. I do need to emphasize that obviously if you are on disability benefits, especially in the UK, whatever money that you do get, obviously you need to make sure that you actually declare it to the DWP, the Department on Work and Pensions. And this is going to be one of many videos that I'm going to be doing in terms of, because I'm very passionate about getting disabled people into work, not just disabled people but any disadvantaged groups into work, or if they can't get work, then get into business. It's so easy these days. There's just so many opportunities online in which you can make money, and what is kind of the key barrier, I think, when speaking to some of my disabled friends is first of all is confidence, and most importantly is the know-how. And that's what I'm going to be providing. I'm going to be providing the know-how. So if you've got any questions, leave the questions in the comments below. You can also go to my website. You can always contact me via my website, which is markesho.com. The key is to get started. And because I know, obviously it's so easy when you're disabled, or or when you're not just disabled, or when life is kind of beating you down. It's hard to get motivated, but you've got to start somewhere. Just baby steps. Start looking at ways in which you can actually improve your life. Get somebody. For instance, get a mentor. That if you're not very good at if you're not very good at motivating yourself, find someone who's going to hold you accountable. So these are my initial tips, and I'm going to give you one more, and this one you can actually start making money right now. Now, there's a browser called Brave. Okay, now with what Brave is actually based on, it's based on Chrome. And what Chrome does, it's not just Chrome, all the other browsers are actually the same as well, is that they've got trackers, they've got cookies, and also they've got ads as well. Now what Brave has done, they've turned it onto its head in terms of, as opposed to the browsers actually serving you, or it's automatically serving you adverts, what Brave does is you can elect to actually see adverts. And for each advert you view, you actually get paid. So there's a link to Brave in the description down below. So take a look at it. Also, there's also the cost saving as well. They've actually done some research which basically found out that the average user is costing them about £26, which is roughly about $30 a month, in terms of the time, obviously the time it takes for them to actually view videos online, also because it slows down your browser as well. So Chrome, I need to emphasize, is actually based on the same platform as Chrome. So whatever whatever you've done, whatever you do on Chrome, you can also do it on Brave, and also you can import your bookmarks or whatever you've got on Chrome is actually going to be the same as well. Also the plugins actually work exactly the same as well. So if you actually enjoyed this video, obviously leave some comments below. If you want to ask me a question, feel free to actually leave a comment below. And as I keep on saying, stay positive, stay fighting, stay brave, stay ambitious, stay focused, stay strong. Mentality is everything. If you like this video, I'm sure you can give me a like and will subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.